Thank you, Chairman Shai, task force members, and Pew Charitable Trust team. I also want to thank Police and Fire Pension Fund Administrator John Keene for his presentation. As a task force, you have provided the final burst of momentum needed to achieve retirement reform, and I'm very grateful for your efforts. We can all agree on one thing. The issue of retirement reform has hovered over Jacksonville for long enough. Let's achieve retirement reform now. Last week, the financial markets gave us a powerful reminder of the need for speed. On Thursday, Moody's rating agency announced that Jacksonville was one of 256 American cities being placed on credit review for the next 90 days. Moody's also announced that it was increasing the importance of pension in its credit assessment. We need to deliver if we want to maintain and enhance our city's already strong credit rating. A downgrade in that credit rating would not only hurt our city prestige, but also hurt taxpayers. Let's achieve retirement reform now. Taxpayers need us to achieve reform so we can stabilize our annual contribution to the Police and Fire Pension Fund and provide quality services to the citizens of our community. Sheriff Rutherford and Chief Senefit need us to achieve reform so they can retain and recruit without uncertainty about pensions. Let's achieve retirement reform now. We must finish this as soon as possible so that taxpayers, the city employees, and the rating agencies know that Jacksonville means business. You are scheduled to compete the task force process no later than February 12, 2014. Following your recommendations, my administration will move quickly to work with police and fire employees, the Police and Fire Pension Fund, and City Council to make retirement reform a reality. Taxpayers need closure. Our city employees need closure. If we move quickly, we will send a strong message of resolve to the financial markets. Let's achieve retirement reform now. This task force has correctly identified 3 ways to build on the foundation laid by the previous retirement reform agreement. First, we should ensure governance that promotes accountability, transparency, and increased investment performance at the Police and Fire Pension Fund. Second, we should design a pension benefit structure that's both affordable and competitive. Third, we should accelerate the payment of the unfunded liability. The task force has already done a strong job on addressing the issue of governance. Today, my team and I will present a comprehensive plan that expands upon our previous agreement and addresses the other 2 areas. We believe this plan protects taxpayers and respects city employees. In the months since City Council defeated the previous agreement, my team and I have closely analyzed the concerns that City Council members and external stakeholders voiced about the agreement. We've heard observation that the City Council members made while previous agreement was pending. We reviewed Civic Council and Jack's Chamber letters and the TU's editorials. We've listened very closely to your comments and opinions at these task force meetings. We have reflected on previous agreement and the view that John Keene and police and fire employees have expressed about retirement reform. We have incorporated all of this input into a comprehensive plan that we are presenting today. On governance, you have already made smart and innovative proposals to enhance oversight at the Police and Fire Pension Fund. I appreciate this huge contribution to the critical and often overlooked governance issue. While I still believe strongly that the city should appoint the 5th member of the Police and Fire Pension Fund Board of Trustees, the governance proposal that Chairman Shai and the task force have made takes us in the right direction. Today, this proposal keeps the benefit reform for new employees that will have in a previous agreement. Some expressed concerns that the previous agreement did not seek, and I quote, shared sacrifice from current employees. As my administration has previously explained to this task force, Florida law protects benefits already earned by retired or current employees. That limits our ability to impact annual city contributions or unfunded liability through changes in the benefit plan for current employees. In light of the Florida law, and as a matter of fairness and competitiveness, I have concerns about major changes to the current employees' benefit package. But today, we are proposing 3 adjustments related to the current employees. First, we propose a new schedule for current employees to increase their pension contribution. Under our proposal, current police and fire employees will see an immediate increase in their pension contribution from 7% to 8%. As soon as the city restores the 2% pay cut the fire employees took in 2010, the police employees took in 2012, the pension contribution for the current police and fire employees would increase from 8% to 10%. Second, we propose to modify the guaranteed rate of return for current employees who are not yet eligible for the Deferred Retirement Option Program, known as DROP. Right now, DROP benefits earn a guaranteed 8.4 rate of return. Under our proposal, DROP benefits would earn the actual rate of return subject to a cap of 10% and a floor of 0%. This is the same range identified in our backdrop proposal for new employees. Third, we propose to modify the cost of living adjustment, COLA, for current employees on an ongoing forward basis. Police and fire employees currently receive a guarantee of 3% COLA. Under our proposal, the COLA on benefits earned in the past would not change, but the COLA on the benefit earned in the future would be capped at 1.5% tied to the Social Security of COLA. This is the same COLA that new employees would receive on all of their benefits. We believe these proposed changes will address the desire to have current employees participate in a retirement reform solution without unduly impacting our ability to recruit and retain first responders. On the unfunded liability, I have previously said that the city should commit itself to doubling the funded status of police, fire, and pension fund and increase its fund approximately from 40% to 80% as soon as physically prudent. Governance changes can help reduce the unfunded liability if they increase investment returns. Reforms to the benefit structure will also reduce the unfunded liability. But we need to do more, and the question is how. I know that some task force members have suggested devoting around $200 million a year from the general fund budget to the city's police and fire pension contribution. However, I would urge you to keep in mind what Chairman Scheid and Charlie Appleby said at the last task force meeting. There has to be a balance. While we want to get to 80% funded status as quickly as possible, we also need to preserve city services that contributes to the quality of life. $200 million annually is a heavy burden for the city general fund to bear if we want to fund libraries, parks, public works, economic development, and other critical priorities. Some of the task force members had suggested increasing taxes as a means for accelerating payment of the unfunded liability. I respect that there are different opinions about raising taxes, but I cannot support a tax increase. Our economy is growing, but the growth is fragile. Many of our fellow citizens are still struggling to remain in their homes and keep their jobs or businesses. Just the other day, the Times-Union had a major article on foreclosures with those families who own habitat homes, putting sweat equity in these homes, and all of a sudden we see that they too are struggling. Foreclosures is the #1 issue in Jacksonville. We're ranked #1 in the country. But we do not need to raise taxes to achieve comprehensive retirement reform. We can accelerate the payment of unfunded liability through partnership. As you know, Jacksonville Electric Authority is the city's largest financial partner. Many JEA employees are in a city general employee pension plan. So our utility also has a stake in the overall retirement reform. Since the last time I spoke to you, our team has been meeting with JEA. While we have not yet concluded those discussions, I'm confident that we will find a way to partner that supports the JEA's bottom line and provide the city with a sustainable funding source to accelerate the payment of our unfunded liability. The plan we're presenting today assumes that we can reach an agreement with JEA to increase our contribution by an additional $40 million annually until the police and fire pension fund is 80% funded. If the city is willing to make innovative contributions toward reducing the unfunded liability, I would respectfully suggest that police and fire fund do the same. At present, the state provides approximately $9 million in so-called chapter funds to the police, fire, and pension fund. Half of these funds go to help pay the cost of base pension benefits. The other half are dedicated to enhance pension benefits. As a part of a final agreement, I hope the fund agrees to devote the $4.5 million in annual enhanced benefit chapter funds to the unfunded liability until the fund status reaches 80%. You've heard a lot of information this afternoon. Let's get to the bottom line. According to our actuary, this proposal would save the general fund $2.75 billion over 35 years. It would stabilize our annual contribution to the police and fire pension fund. It would raise the fund status of the police and fire pension fund from 39% today to 80% in fiscal year 2028 before the end of the next decade. While I am finished, our city retirement reform team will walk you through the details of this comprehensive proposal and the associated numbers. Mr. Chairman, and to the task force members, thank you again for your time today and for your selfless service to our community. We really make these suggestions in the spirit of cooperation, collaboration, coordination, in the hope that they assist your work over these final meetings. There is no question that this is the issue in the 21st century for cities all around the country, but this is the issue that we're faced with today. And as mayor, I'm going to continue to work with the task force and everyone to really take Jacksonville to the next level, to close this gap once and for all, to put us on a financial footing, sustainable financial footing, to make sure that the next generation of first responders and city employees will not have to deal with this issue. I am truly thankful for all the time and effort you all are putting in this. This is not an easy task. This is a lot of work, but it is my conviction, my moral obligation. Most mayors in this country would not touch this issue for a lot of obvious reasons, and we need to be honest about that. But I decided when I ran that I would make this a top priority of my administration because I believe that Jacksonville is one of the best cities in America. I don't think any city in the country has the assets that we have, the intellectual capital that we have, a great business community, a great civic community, a great city that really believes in opportunity for all, a great not-for-profit community that invests all around our city each and every day. And I believe that with each and every one of you, we have an opportunity to really get it right and do it right. And think about those who've already paid the price and retired. Think about those who really believe in public service, and I still believe that is a noble thing. To think about those who are on the front line every day, police and fire. Promise made, promise kept. We should keep our promise to those who work hard on our behalf every day. City employees love their city. They believe in their city, just like first responders. We're all in this together, and I know by working together, we can get it done. Let's achieve retirement reform now, Mr. Chairman.